Developing news at 11, chaos at the Del Mar racetrack. A sheriff's deputy opens fire. One man falls to the ground, then others trade punches. Tonight, one person has been taken to the hospital.
And investigators are looking into what led up to the gunfire. CBS 2's Brittany Hopper is live in the newsroom with more on the wild scene. Brittany.
Peter and Suzanne, just total chaos at the Del Mar fairgrounds tonight as thousands were there to watch the races and see rapper Ice Cube perform. Now, the officer-involved shooting was all caught on cell phone camera. Take a listen. In the cell phone video, you can see two officers surround the suspect and then shots fired. Witnesses say the suspect tried to buy a ticket to the show, but was told it was sold out. The San Diego Sheriff's Department says the suspect became angry and took out a handgun, waving it in front of the large crowd. In a video on Twitter, you can hear the deputies saying, "Drop it," to the suspect. And then the deputies shoot the suspect and more chaos erupts. This is video after the suspect was shot by deputies. The shots rang out around 7 p.m. in the middle of a very large crowd at the entrance gates of Del Mar Fairgrounds in San Diego County. Tonight, rapper Ice Cube is hosting a sold-out show. The Del Mar racetrack tweeted that the show will go on and that the situation had been contained. Now, the suspect was taken to the hospital. No word yet on his condition. Live in the newsroom, Brittany Hopper, CBS 2 News.
All right, Brittany, thanks. The search for 4 people missing following a boating accident along the Colorado River will continue tomorrow.
CBS 2's Lori Perez joins us live with the 911 calls for help. Lori.
We don't yet know the names of any of the victims, but the sheriff says they are from out of town, friends and families who came to enjoy the holiday on the water. The graphic descriptions came into 911 Saturday night just after 8.
Two boats hit head-on about 50 miles per hour in the river near the Topak restaurant. 12 people in the water near Pirate Cove Resort.
They're reporting a heavy debris field and victims scattered on various vessels. Let's try and upgrade to an MCI.
MCI, a multi-casualty incident. Fellow boaters enjoying the holiday on the Colorado River turned witnesses to a gruesome crash. Investigators say 2 boats hit head-on, throwing 16 people into the water. Passing boaters pulled who they could to safety. Sunday, crews continued searching in the air, on land, and in the river for 1 man and 3 women still missing. It happened near the Mowabi Regional Park, about 290 miles east of Los Angeles. Crews believe 1 boat heading north hit the other heading south at about 50 miles per hour.
Unfortunately, it is all too common that we have accidents on the Colorado River, and unfortunately, in this case, a prime example, no one was wearing life jackets. It's not mandated that they do so, but we certainly encourage folks to do that.
Fire officials say the currents were so strong, some of the injured victims were rescued 3 to 5 miles from the accident site. 10 were taken to local hospitals with injuries, 2 in serious condition. Dive teams are expected to resume the search tomorrow morning. Back to you.
Lori, thanks. A family is devastated after a deadly crash on the 60 freeway in Moreno Valley. Police are blaming it on street racing. 4 people were killed. CBS 2's Christy Fajardo is live in Moreno Valley with more on the investigation. Christy?
Peter, CHP investigators are looking for the drivers of 2 other cars they believe were street racing on the 60 freeway here behind me on Friday. They're looking for a black Mazda hatchback and a gray or dark colored newer Honda Civic. They believe those 2 cars, along with a 3rd car, were involved in that street race, and that 3rd car ultimately crashed.
My grandbaby is my air, and I can't breathe without my air. I can't breathe without her.
Lisa Aldama feels like she's suffocating from grief. Her 20-year-old granddaughter, Ariana Ruby Luna, who was 8 months pregnant, was killed in a crash in Moreno Valley on Friday. Luna and 21-year-old fiancé Valentino Ramos had just had their first baby shower. Her mom says they were going to have their second yesterday.
Her first baby. Her sister just had a baby and I just had a baby, so the 3 of us were going to raise our little babies, newborns, together. So it was going to be very exciting for us, a new adventure.
On Friday, the young couple was killed in the back seat of this BMW when it crashed. 2 of their friends, both 21-year-olds, also died. A female passenger was the lone survivor. The CHP believes their friend, the driver, had been speeding and racing 2 other cars on the 60 freeway.
And it hurt 5 families. But I loved Ariana. Every time she put a smile on my face.
Luna's family says the young couple was full of promise and plans. They were thrilled about welcoming Valentino Ramos Jr. into their lives in October and were saving up for a place of their own and to get married.
He just kind of blew our minds with a very, very terrific guy. He loved her very much. He was sweet, kind-hearted.
Now the couple, whose joy at becoming parents showed through in photos, never got to hold their baby. And neither will the family they left behind, who now know heartbreak and devastation sometimes comes without warning.
She's the oldest. She's our cool girl.
The couple was from San Bernardino, and loved ones have set up GoFundMe accounts to help their families pay for their funeral expenses, as well as that of their unborn child. If you'd like to help, we put a link on our website, cbsla.com. Live in Moreno Valley, Christy Fajardo, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, Christy. A high-speed chase came to an end in Glendora. The suspect surrendered after officers pulled a pit maneuver. The chase began in Pomona and ended up on the eastbound 210. At one point, the driver let a passenger out of the pickup truck. CHP was pursuing the suspect for a concealed weapon charge.
A young man is dead and another is recovering after gunfire erupted at a house party on Tyler Street in Sylmar last night. Police say 4 gunmen walked into the party and opened fire on the victims. 19-year-old Pedro Hernandez was killed. Detectives say the shooting may be gang-related, and some reports indicate the party had been promoted on social media.
An accused predator has been arrested. Police say he sexually assaulted a woman, then a teenage girl at a high school in a span of 2 hours. CBS 2's Adriana Weingold has the investigation.
Concern in Lakewood and Bellflower after sheriff's investigators say 19-year-old Joshua Cooper attacked 2 women in broad daylight just a couple of hours apart. Captain Carlos Marquez is with the Sheriff's Special Victims Bureau.
It is concerning that he did it all within an hour and a half of each other. So hopefully we have put this to an end at this point.
Captain Marquez says on Friday morning at around 10, the first victim, a 29-year-old woman, was walking on Palm Street in Bellflower when the suspect attacked her from behind, sexually assaulted her, took her cell phone, and then ran. Just a couple hours later at Lakewood High School, investigators say a 14-year-old student was using the restroom when she was sexually assaulted by the same suspect.
In both situations, the victims did try to defend themselves. However, in both situations, other people came into the suspect's knowledge or scared the suspect away.
Investigators say Lakewood High School is a secure campus and the suspect jumped a fence to get in. Christy Emery has 4 special needs children. 2 of them attend Lakewood High School. Emery says the student who was sexually assaulted is hard of hearing. She's outraged by the assault and scared for her own children's safety.
I mean, it's very difficult being a special needs parent because you're trusting your child's life to these people every day. And a lot of our kids, have communication disorders and they can't tell us what happened. So, I mean, it's really scary.
Investigators say they believe there could be more victims. They're asking anyone with information to contact them. Cooper was booked for assault with intent to commit rape, robbery, and attempted rape. He is expected in court later this week. In Lakewood, Adriana Weingold, CBS 2 News.
A final farewell to Senator John McCain.
He is somebody to look up to and a hero for others to be a role model.
The Maverick laid to rest with full honors at the U.S. Naval Academy Cemetery.
Plus, a fiery crash on a local freeway. A semi-truck and a car burst into flames.
And Bono loses his voice during a concert. The superstar tells us what the doctor said. Amber?
And a live look outside where low clouds and fog slowly starting to resurface, especially to a lot of our coastal communities. Today, a little bit cooler. I'll let you know whether or not this cool down continues.